I see trees of green, roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of passers going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah. Hey, once again, my friends, let me put this up. Welcome to another live broadcast with the world's #1 problem gambling interventionist out of Stockton, California, Santos Rolon Jr. We're going to be here for about 30 to 45 minutes of mind optimization, spirit recalibration. And so get inside, buckle your seatbelt. We're going for a ride. Make sure that you're tucked in nice and tight, all right? No pride. Let's get this thing going. We're live. We're broadcasting live for about 30 to 45 minutes. We've got LinkedIn, we've got Facebook, and we've got YouTube. So I'm here. We're here to take 30 to 45 minutes to improve our daily living, our thinking, our self-talk. We're here to practice and learn self-control, right? Guidance, improve discipline, so that, first of all, if you take control of your talk and thinking, it's going to improve automatically your daily living. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? All right. So welcome, friends, from around the globe. We're going to be here. We've got a proverb. We've got a subject that we're going to discuss in this time frame that we have here about relationships. What is a relationship? Why do you need it? How do you get better at it? And then there's the call to action. I want to welcome Mark. Let me see. Cameroon. Those are by LinkedIn and Facebook. Shout out to you guys who are watching. Mark, Cameron, Emily, Bad Keith Gaming. And let me see, Ari _GQ17 and Laura, welcome. We've got a few people that are coming on, and there's going to be people that are going to come off. Like I said, we're here to grow. If you're in this community and you are on this live broadcast tonight, we are here for growth. We are here to find a solution and the answer. I can tell you, my friend, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in the self-mastery, if you're not in the growth, you're not going to feel comfortable here. I will tell you that right now. Gambling is a lie. Gambling is a lie. Who else joined in? Bad Keith. Let me see. I want to interact with you guys. Laura says, I gambled today. What did you gamble with today? Bad Keith says, hi, Laura, ups and downs, but still here. Hope you are well. All right. I need that energy. Jose Cuervo, huh? Mark, I'll have a Jose Cuervo with you, a shot. I need that energy that you're radiating, my brother, directed this way. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Please, I'm asking you, those of you that are here, I'm asking you to remove all distractions. I'm asking you to turn up your volume here. I'm asking you to grab a pen. And if you've invited a friend, I thank you for that. This is our community. This is our community to grow, to get better. Whatever you put into this, whatever we put into this, that's what you'll get out of it. If you came here just to be here and, I wish I can wave a magic wand and have some power zap you right where you're at and kind of wake you up a little bit and say, hey, 30 to 45 minutes, I might be able to find something here. I may be able to find a solution here. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about relationships here in this broadcast. Let me see who else. Jose Cuervo. I didn't see Jim on here. Let me see. Jose Cuervo Tomar. All right, let me get into the proverb because it's really important. Again, 30 to 45 minutes is going to go by very quick. I got a question for you. Those of you that are here, is there someplace else that you can be is there someplace else that you could be right now that would be more beneficial for you? That would actually help your business, that would help your personality, that will help your behavior, that will help your self-talk. Is there another place that's more beneficial for you than this place here? If it was, you wouldn't be here. So thank you for being here. 1 Timothy, let me see, where am I here? 1 Timothy 1. Yeah, I exhort, this is 1 Timothy, proverb, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 and 2. I exhort, therefore, that first of all, supplications and prayers. And we are talking about relationships tonight for a little bit. I promise you that I'm going to give you some value. I'm going to give you some food for thought if you hang out with me for the next 30 minutes and you're present. You're here. You must be here, present, to get something out of this. I exhort, therefore, that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men, for kings, for all that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. In all godliness and honesty. You know why most people don't pay attention to programs such as this? A lot of people won't pay attention because they don't believe, and somewhere in their past, someone's done them wrong. Maybe they had a similar, something very similar to what I'm doing, right? So therefore, they'll come here and they'll dismiss this program. They might come and visit for a little bit. They'll dismiss it. Why? Because of the focus that they have upon an experience that they had with somebody else. Maybe they look like me. I had somebody tell me the other day, hey, you look like the guy on some program, actor. Anyhow, I kind of look like him, resemble him. Here's the thing. We all want to live a peaceable and quiet, sort of a quiet life in honesty. In honesty. And why are relationships so important for us in this day and age? Why are relationships so important for you? You might be struggling with relationships. You might be struggling with networking. You might be struggling with a gambling disaster that is eating you from the inside. And you may think nobody knows what I'm going through because I'm being eaten from the inside. Oh, there's people that know. I know. If you're here, right, and we communicate, I know I can help. I can be a support for you. I promise you that. We're talking about relationships here. And one of the things that I find that is not It's not. It's not what many have today. Relationships that most people have today are really not what most people think they are. Let's see if we can make some sense to that, because I'll tell you, one of the major reasons why you need to have good relationships is for survival reason. You can't do it alone. You will not be able to do it alone. You need somebody. I need somebody. Yes, I do. By the way, thank you for that. I appreciate the donation there. I appreciate the contribution, Jay Martin. I really appreciate that. Saludos from Mexico. And yes, gambling is a big lie. Thank you, Jay, for reminding us once again. That's what this community is about. This is a no gambling zone. I will say this, that if you're gambling after hanging out in this community, there's something very seriously wrong with your experience somewhere. It's hard for me to believe that someone would come into my presence and have a desire to gamble. I just struggle with that, man. I struggle with it because my energy and my presence is none of that. None of that. No gambling. In fact, I'm into building relationships. I need those of you as much as you need me. I need you. If you're adventurous, if you're a risk taker, if you are a person that enjoys giving and receiving also, you got to be able to receive, right? It's not just about giving. You must be able to learn and practice receiving, because that's a very important part to giving, right? Giving, receiving, sowing and reaping. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. A gardener plants seed. A gardener plants apple seed. A gardener plants a tomato seed because he wants tomatoes, right? Tomatoes. He doesn't get oranges or apples from tomato seeds. And you, my friend, are a gardener. You are planting in the garden of life. You're planting in the garden of your mind, and you're planting in the garden of lives of other people. I have to ask you, what kind of seed are you planting? These seeds are going to help your relationships, or they're not going to help your relationships. So thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Emily, I appreciate you for sharing and contributing. Right on. I appreciate that. Mark says, I still get urges, but I'm doing a lot better popping them when they come up, right? Like a zit. I saw somebody the other day. I don't know where it was. I literally saw somebody the other day popping a zit physically, a big one, because I turned to look and I can see that there was stuff coming out, right? Popping the zit, man. You got to get rid of that stuff inside. It's the same thing with gambling. You got to pop that zit, man, and get the green stuff or the white stuff. Ow. I know I'm being gross, but it's the truth, man, because gambling is gross. And so is not having good relationships. You know, we're in a time today where we need to be building relationships, because we need, we're gregarious human beings. We need people. Sometimes we think, I don't need another human being. I'm a man. I'm a macho. I can do it myself. No, you can't. We have to. We need other people, my friend. I know I don't like saying the word no. I don't like that. You need people. We need community. We need tribe. We need to belong. Another thing, it's not what many people have today. Many people have relationships. Many people have, right, so-called relationships. But is it really a real relationship? Can you depend on those? Can you make a phone call in a time of need? Can you depend on that person when you really need to have a time, right? Maybe you're happy. Maybe you're happy. You want to share your joy. You call that person and they're going to be there for you. Share your joys. What about if you're sad, you're broken, something happened, maybe you're going through a grief in life. Is that person going to be there? A lot of the relationships that we have are not real relationships. You know why? Because we ourselves must work inside. We must work inside. Why do you need it? Survival. Think about why we need relationships. Think about that for a moment, my good friend. Why is it important for you to build relationships? Why is it important for you? Do you think a good relationship might help you get away from gambling? Do you think it might help you build a better relationships? And we're going to get into how, simple. I'm going to break too much because we're already 16 minutes into the broadcast. I tell you, pride. We talked about the proverb earlier that I read. We ought to be praying that we might live in peace, right? Peace and honesty. Honesty, man, is such a word today that it's not lived. It's just talked about. People say, oh, I'm honest. I make mistakes too. I fail, but I cop to it. And I'll tell you, man, I messed up. I'll tell you, I'll be quick. I'm not going to sit there and lie about it. Why? Because you're going to catch me later on. You're going to catch me later on with it. Hey, the Australian Health Show. There we go. He says, I popped that credit card today. Lay you down. Be sure to check out Lay's YouTube channel there, right there. Or YouTube channel, Music, the Gift. So are we in agreement about relationships on this broadcast today? Is this a little short speech? We're going to be ending soon, probably 30 to 40 minutes. Shout out to LinkedIn. Shout out to Facebook if they're watching. Is this little reminder about relationships, is it helping you at all? Is it doing something for you? Because if it's not, then I need to work harder on making sure that it does. Right? And we're going to talk a little bit about getting better at relationships here in just a minute. Right? Understanding behavior, understanding self, the ability to build better relationships stands with you within yourself. You have to understand who you are. You must come to that place where you understand, right? We talked about practicing. We talked about control. We talked about earlier about these words, discipline. Oh, Santos, don't bring the word discipline. Discipline's a good word. Discipline will help you keep money in your bank account and grow your bank account. Discipline will keep you out of the casino. Discipline will help you build relationships. So discipline is not a bad word, but we've looked at it as something, discipline. We have to get away. We must get away from those kinds of thoughts that have been put in our heads. We have to get away. We got to get clear-minded. We got to focus, my friends. We have to focus. I see the screen's messing up a little bit, but we must, right? Like the new camera. I just got the new phone, the 13 Max iPhone, and it has a really good focus on the camera and stuff like that. It's really impressive. By the way, I'm messing up here. Let me do something real quick. Let me fix this, the green screen, make sure everything's okay. I don't know why it's messing up on me, but it is. So am I making sense today on this program? Please, somebody save me from drowning here. Somebody. I'm doing great. Well, let me ask you this. What tip have you gotten from me speaking about relationships? Have you gotten a little golden nugget out of this? I have. I'll see who's paying attention, right? I know one thing for sure. If I'm not building good relationships, it's not because of the people mainly, but that could be a part of it too, right? The other side, because it takes two to tango. But I'm not too concerned about the other party. I'm more concerned about me, because if I can work on me, I know that I can build relationships as best as possible. And again, some people you can't work with, right? Some people is like a piece of wood. They're just a nice looking thing, right? Maybe whatever, or a piece of metal. Some people are like a piece of metal. You're not going to move them. There are gamblers that are going to die gambling. We're not going to be able to move them. Sad, huh? Isn't it? Isn't it sad that you could see somebody die in a state of vomit, and they're drowning and they're bleeding, and you can see them, and yet there's nothing you can do about them except watch them bleed to death. It's a sad state. I know for me it is, because, man, every person that I come across, I wish I could just pull the casino out of them. I wish that I could just reach inside through the head right here, like a little hole right here. And I could stick my hand inside, deep down inside, and just pull the casino and the lottery tickets and the betting on roosters and dogs and whatever have you. Just pull it out like magic surgery. But I'm trying to do that through magic surgery, if you get my drift. This is the magic surgery. This community, our tools, our book is the surgery, right? Is the surgery for many. I know it is for me. Understanding yourself. You're going to have to go on a journey. You're going to have to be willing to be a good risk taker, a good adventurous person. You must be willing to go on a journey. If you want to build good relationships, you must be willing to go on a journey with yourself. And I'll tell you, it's a fun journey. It can be very dark at times, but it's a fun journey, because you're discovering, you are revitalizing, you are energizing, and in some cases, you're discovering something brand new within yourself. So you're going inside on a journey to discover yourself, to know who you are. The better that you know yourself, would you believe, the better you're going to understand others? That's a good thought, right? Man, the better I understand myself, the more I self-mastery, the better I will understand you on the other side. My client, my family member. Even though we have some family members that are like a piece of wood, right? Like a piece of steel. You're not going to move them. You can move yourself, though. You can move yourself. You can move yourself. All right, my friends. One more call to action. Hey, there's K6. Welcome through. Let me see. I missed Jim. Oh, there he is, Jim. Gotta have Jim in here. All right, relationships. How do you overcome the feeling of good feelings, temptations, when right now isn't feeling so good? Well, again, Jim, how do you overcome the feeling of good feelings? Well, do you want to overcome the feeling of good feelings? Except maybe when you have a good feeling, you want to take that to another level because you can. That makes more sense. How do you overcome the feeling of good feelings? Temptations, when the right now isn't feeling so good. I shared this with a young gentleman yesterday. You make a decision, and your feelings and your emotions will follow. Most people are waiting for a feeling, and then they'll go. They're waiting for some kind of emotion, inspiration. And I tell people, look, if you feel inspired in this community during the 45 minutes, that's the time to take action. Don't wait till next week. Because if you wait till next week, that's like 7 days without prayer. That makes 1 week. WEAK. Did you get that? Don't wait. Somebody said, well, someday, right? Someday, that's close to Sunday. Sunday, someday. It's very close. But the problem is that Sunday doesn't exist, right? You don't have Sunday Someday. You got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this someday thing doesn't exist. And why are you believing that? Somebody fed you that and you believed it. Just like gambling is a lie and you have a choice. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to. You can, my friend, if anything, if you've heard anything on this broadcast, maybe you'll hear this. Okay? You do have a choice tomorrow or tonight or the next day when you have some money in your pocket, some moolah, some yen, some euro, a rupee or a peso in your pocket, and you think about gambling, remember this, that you have a choice, right? I have a choice. I can go gambling and lose or win and still make a mess of myself, or I can choose not to go. What would be the benefit for you if you didn't go? The choice. See, the discipline is getting self-mastery so that you get to that place where you can make decision. Most people are running around like robots. Most people will not even look you in the eye while you're talking to them. Most people will not listen to you in the middle of a conversation. Most people are somewhere else. Their gears are too lubricated. Slow down that machinery and focus, right? If I stop right now and think about this temptation that's in front of me, am I going to go? Am I going to grow? Will I go or will I grow? It's your choice. There's no excuses after this date. There's no excuses after this time. What's the time? 7:33 p.m. My friend, there are no excuses. So if you go gambling, there's no excuse. You chose to do it because you wanted to. You ignored the fact that you have the ability and the power to choose. You ignored the fact that you have the ability to choose if you want to. How simple it is to stop gambling. It's just a choice. But Santos, you don't understand. I understand the choice. Maybe, my friend, you need to study choice. You need to understand what it is and what it can do for your life, because a lot of people have forgotten, sadly. All right, my friends, we're coming down to the wire here. 28 minutes. I got to land this life flight. Remember? The helicopter, the life flight, I got to land it on the landing pad. This has been the life flight in the air, man, reaching out to people, trying to do my best to help you overcome, to help you find a solution and the answer. All right, I'm going to do one more song before I leave because I got to sing it. And this broadcast may not be repeated on YouTube. All right, my friends, I hope. So again, here's the call to action. If you're going to build good relationships in this world, if you are going to build good relationships in this world, I'll tell you the number one thing that you're going to have to build is rhinoceros skin. You're going to have to put on rhinoceros skin. Now, what do you mean by that? People's looks, people's opinions, when you fail, when you win, some people are going to like you. Most people are not going to like you. So you have to grow thick skin, right? Rhinoceros got some thick skin. I'm building mine. Are you building yours? Right? If you're not going to be a monk, if you're not going to go seclude yourself and stay in your house for 6 to 12 months at a time and be away from people, if you're not going to be a monk, I'm going to encourage you to build and find ways. And you can do that here in this community. You can do that by making sure that you sold your Scribe, turning on your notifications to all, so that when we go live, you're notified. We have a few videos during the week. We have an email that goes out a couple days during the week. And we have some tools, and you're welcome to communicate with me. If you need a coaching session with me, 30 to 45 minutes for me to help you set yourself straight, I'll help you do that. No cost. All right, I'm still offering that. It is getting limited. Seats are limited. I'm not taking on many clients when it comes to coaching. I'm taking on a few only these days. And you got to bring a goal to the table. You got to have something that you want to achieve during that 30 to 45 minutes. Because I tell you, man, I'm going to do my very best to pour energy, pour faith, and pour belief into your spirit at that 30 to 45 minutes. So I want you walking away fired up on the inside. Maybe it'll be that one time that you coach with me, or maybe you'll decide to take me on for a second coaching or a third. That's an investment on your part, a wise investment on your part, I might add. All right, my friends, I'm done here. So I'm just going to see what it is that you have to say, and we're going to do the last song. We're going to cue it up, and this will go good with this broadcast. I want to thank Facebook. I want to thank LinkedIn for joining me for a little bit. My friends, it's been a great Sunday. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great week. Yes, there's going to be a lot of opportunities that are going to face us hard. A lot of opportunities are going to face us hard. Will you be ready? Will you be ready? Jim, Laura, Mark, Emily, K6, Bad Keith. Who else was on here? Let me see. Oh, there's the Australian Health Show. And I want to thank those of you that did lay ya down. I want to thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. And I really do thank you guys for the contributing your. All right. This is a little bit of a Jamaican song. I believe you'll enjoy it as we begin to wind down here 32 minutes into the broadcast. Hopefully I can get this thing queued up. Emily says, I'm 3 months and I don't have any desire to go back. I couldn't believe how much money I was wasting. Write down how much you're spending versus what you're winning. Yes, write down. Write down is a good, that's good that you brought that up, Emily, writing it down. I talk about writing things all the time. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm telling you guys, you got to go out and build some friendships. Okay. You got to go out and build some friendships. That's what you got to do. You got to build yourself. Let me see if I can get something to happen here, which is, all right. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out. Most importantly, remember relationships. That's what this broadcast was all about. All right, I'm going to close here with Bobby McFerrin. Don't worry. Be happy. Make something good happen for yourself. Make something good happen for yourself. Tonight, tomorrow, make something good for others too. And you know what? If others are treating you like crap, work on yourself even more. All right, my friends. There we go. La 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 la. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In life we have some trouble when you worry. You make it double, don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile. Don't worry, be happy. When you're worried, you will face your frown, and that will bring everybody down. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah. Build that rhinoceros skin. Don't worry, be happy. I'm going to see you on Thursday, Lord willing, on Thursday at 8 p.m. If I'm not with the client, I will see you Thursday at 8 p.m. And we'll be back here on Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you learned it note for note, good little. Don't worry, be happy. Listen to what I say in your life. Expect some trouble when you worry. You don't make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Happy now. Don't worry, be happy. And don't worry. Shout out to Lay It Out. Don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, be happy. Don't worry. Do it, be happy. Put a smile on your face. Oh yeah, don't bring everybody down. Don't worry, it will soon pass. Don't worry. Whatever it is, don't worry. Be happy, happy, happy. At least try to work on that one, right? I'm happy. Wake up in the morning and say you're happy. Wake up in the morning and say, God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. My friends, have a great night. It's been an honor and a privilege to have been here for 30, 40 minutes almost, actually 40 minutes with you. Once again, it's been an honor. It's been a privilege to have been a part of this community once again with a solution and the answer. Santos Rolon Jr., the world's #1 problem gambling interventionist. I will see you at the top on the inside on my next one. All right, we're done for the day. We're done with the program. I got through this one once again, 30 to 45 minutes. Thanks to Facebook and LinkedIn, YouTube there. All right, anything else? My friends, remember relationships we need. we need. We got to do it. All right, until my next one. Bye-bye now.